Welcome back to the channel. We got Rush Witch Hunt. I'm over here pet sitting, working while I'm working. You know, the grind don't stop. I definitely have some Rush reactions. If you want to check that out, I'll put them at the end screen. But with that being said, what's smoking on my dragons? Divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. Man, oh man. I'm excited. I just feel like the whole Witch Hunt, even title, is just so fitting for this spooky season right now. So if I didn't say it already, original link in the description. And we're going to hop right into this visualizer. Oof.
The night is black without a moon. The air is thick and still. The vigilantes gather on the lonely torch-lit hill. Features distorted in the flickering light. Faces are twisted and grotesque. Silent and stern in the sweltering night. Mob moves like demons possessed. Quiet in conscience, calm in their right. Confident their ways are best. Righteous rise with burning eyes of hatred and ill will. Madmen fed on fear and lies to bleed and burn and kill. They say there are strangers who threaten us, are immigrants and infidels. They say there is strangeness to danger us in our theaters and bookstore shelves. Those who know what's best for us must rise and save us from ourselves. Quick to judge, quick to anger, slow to understand. Ignorance and prejudice
Rush just took us to church. Rush just took us to church. That was something you definitely feel more than anything. Uh, just even from the beginning, I started. If you guys noticed, I started to get like a little bit of chills, and then with the instruments that was playing, I wish I was really good at just being able to tell what type of sounds and instruments, and I wish I was good at stuff like that, but so I could express it better. But I don't know. I'm not the best with instruments at all. But as far as just whatever I was feeling with that visualizer and seeing that redhead just tied up like that, the feeling that I felt it. I feel because it's really happened in history, and right now we're in a season where would be considered season of the witch, right? And how many people were accused of being witches. Not to say that this is specifically what that's about, because I think this has double, triple meanings. Like, songs like this. This was from 1981. Hold on. When was this? No, 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 no. When was this released? I gotta look at the release. Hold on. Something saying 1981, but hold on. Let me see. Release date. Wow, this came out in 19. I really thought this was like a newer, like. I thought this came because it was posted 2 years ago. So in my mind, I'm thinking that this was. Oh, okay. Wow, so this was from the 80s. All right. Even more impressive. Even more impressive. So to get into some of the lyrics, just so I could kind of go in about how I'm taking it, right? I'm gonna just pick some random lyrics. Mad men fed on fear and lies, to beat and burn and kill. That's pretty much been history. But to keep it focused on what this visual is, what I see here, it reminds me of all the witch trials. It reminds me of, it's like even like I said, you could flip it in many ways. Even now, there's witch hunts where there's people. How many people get locked up and they do all this time, and then all of a sudden they're exonerated because you find out they're innocent or they were just being targeted. Like, it's just so much. But right here, it's like, imagine how she feels, just being tied up like that, being crucified, for something that she may not even have been a part of. And even ones that we would call, we would make witch synonymous with evil. And even though a lot of them were healers and very wise people who did help, but those stories don't tend to get told because of the spookism. But it's like, imagine how they felt, like getting tied up, knowing you're about to get burned alive. When you look at a lot of the accusers, they were the bad guys. Excuse me. A lot of them were like sodomizers and all type of weird stuff, right? And it usually goes like that. The people who point the finger are usually the ones who are like very narcissistic and deranged behind the scenes. So madmen fed on fear and lies. When you want to, for example, when somebody has certain powers, when somebody's blessed, when somebody may just have otherworldly powers that you can't explain, people tend to hate what they don't understand. So then they start to create that hate, starts to create lies, that's immediately you're just going to go to that's evil, especially when that person is powerful. So then you want to destroy that. So that whole madmen fed on fear and lies, to beat and burn and kill, very, very powerful lyrics. They say there are strangers who threaten us, are immigrants and infidels. They say there is strangeness to dangerous in our theaters and bookstore shelves. Those who know what's best for us must rise and save us from ourselves. Quick to judge, quick to anger, slow to understand. Ignorance and prejudice and fear walk hand in hand. Man, like I said, that can be related to so much. But just off of this picture tells me a story of like witch trials and women mainly being crucified for their powers. I mean, even when you look at woman and you look at their cycles, and you know the ancients called the planet a mother, a feminine planet for a reason, Mother Earth, and their cycles going hand in hand with Earth and the cosmos, and it's incredible. So I feel like definitely was a time, not even I feel like there was a time in history for sure where there was a lot of men who were intimidated by that and hated that and couldn't understand that and wanted to take that power away, and they ended up like this woman right here who has beautiful red hair, by the way. Whoever did this art is incredible. Shout out to you. And rest up to all those souls that were just innocently, or wrongly, I should say, wrongly accused and just did dirty in the most filthiest way. We hear about these stories, but to actually be there, to actually live through it, to actually feel it is a whole nother thing. Could you imagine? It's like you can hear about somebody jumping off a cliff, but go stand on that cliff and look down and realize just how terrifying that is. We hear about all these women that were tortured or burnt alive, right? We hear about in history when they would lynch all slaves and burn them alive. Same thing, witch hunts, them having to escape, get up to the north. We hear about that, but could you imagine actually seeing through the eyes of them, feeling their pain? Could you imagine being in 9/11 and looking out that building, out the 80th floor, and knowing you got to jump? Oh, you get what I'm saying, guys? We hear about it. And we hear about it so much, and we learn about it so much that it's nothing to us. We're desensitized to a lot of things. We're just like, yeah, that happened. That was bad. But in all reality, it's like if you really sit there and you really try to like really understand and how they felt, it's very, very, very terrifying. And man, and like I said, when you hear about what was it, like thousands of people that were just murdered in them witch hunts, and oof, like I said, this could have double, triple meanings. This is art. Art usually does that. Art, you can apply it to different aspects of life. You can apply it to yourself. When it's great art like this, and this is great. But that visual right there is just so beautiful. And I know them redheads was crucified. But they get crucified today. You know how people try, oh, redheads have no soul. Man, I don't like that. Stop demonizing people out there, y'all. That's gotta stop. Stop demonizing people based off of hair color, eye color, height, skin color, anything. Just stop. That's why I love my channel. That's why I love this YouTube channel, because I'm not demonizing nobody. We come to build. I don't care what background you're from. I'm gonna show you love and respect. That's just how this goes. We spreading love. But with that being said, that was amazing. Shout out to Rush Witch Hunt Visualizer. That visualizer was so literally fire, And I'll be back with more soon. Original link in the description. If I didn't say that already, probably said that like 3 times. Much love. See you soon.